Okay, Mr. Carl. So what's happening?
Oh, you know, just torturing myself on one of these busy highways.
Nice. Sounds good. You like the Dawson Creek?
Dawson Creek? It's alright. You know, give it another few hours, see how I feel about it.
Okay, let's see. What you have?
Coffee.
Nice.
Thanks for making it, man.
No problem.
Alright, so I finally finished my hitchhiking trip in Alaska, which lasted over a month with my friend David, which was really fucking dope. It's definitely a very memorable trip. And we also ended up making a new friend, hitching a ride to get to Dead Horse, which is pretty much at the end of the Dalton Highway. And we ended up road tripping with the homie from the Arctic all the way down to Anchorage, just camping out in remote Alaskan wilderness and also meeting more people along the way. And he also ended up giving us a ride all the way to BC, which saved us a shit ton of time instead of hitching rides back, which would have probably taken us a couple of weeks or so. A gentleman from the lower 48, shout out to the homie Red. Being unemployed for 2 months and traveling, I've exhausted all of my funds. I'm back to zero. No, negative actually. And I have a trip coming up to the Philippines. And to be honest, after a month of hitchhiking, I'm just fucking pooped, dude. But anyways, check this out though. So my first day job hunting, I not only managed to get a job the very same night. Instead of camping out somewhere in the town or in the forest, I ended up getting an accommodation as well. So I went in this motel. The lady working the front desk was the owner. It's this really sweet old Korean lady. And then I told her my situation, you know, just another dumbass tree planter slash broke backpacker. And at first she was like, I don't like tree planters because they are so dirty. Whatever, lady. But anyways, as the conversation went on, she probably realized that I'm not as stupid as I look. So she ended up giving me a chance only in exchange of... Alright, so come check this out. This is what the other guy that was staying here was like. Promised the lady that he was gonna help her out with the hotel operations, with the renovations. Turned out to be a bum and just fucking dipped. So, if I can somehow undo the fuck-ups of the last guy, in exchange for that, I can get a job and a living space for the next few months. But life's too easy, man, so I'm sure I'll pull this off with no problem. And I really believe in karma. And that whatever you put out there comes back to you. And this is a perfect example of it. There's a lot of kind people out there, man. Even though life presents you all of these challenges, you just gotta smile and say, bring it on, man. That's why I embrace the struggle, because the good days will come. It always comes. When? I don't fucking know. But when it does, I'ma embrace the fuck out of that. Anyways, I'ma go get some sleep, wake up early tomorrow so I can get this fucking shit sorted out and go on with life, I guess. Hello, Annie. Your favorite employee is here. Say hi.
Hi.
So I decided to stay in this random ass town somewhere in northern BC called Chetwynd to get something going, and it turned out to be a blessing. How so? Well, story time. So I've been living on a tent for God knows how long, and yo, check this out. I finally have my own space, man, and it's spacious as fuck. This compared to the studio I was paying for in Toronto, which was like half the size. Also, there's a friendship center here that hooked me up with some certificates. I got my first aid and my H2S Alive. And the best part is, I get to manage this place until before the planting season. The only catch is I have to look more professional and less sloppy, she said. But one thing she doesn't realize is I'm from Toronto and I got drip, baby. All right, Annie, I just did the heat check.
Not good?
It was okay the first time I checked it, and then now I checked it.
Have no guest, it's okay. And the other. So here.
That would be 206, which is Cyrus's, but he has a heater there. Who needs chambermaids when the manager can do it all, right? No, but seriously, we need more help. See, now this is the reason why you need a variety of skills when you're traveling full-time, is because you have to be open about doing shit like this. Fuck. But that's okay, because I get free rent and I'm getting paid. I'm just gonna save up and live like a king somewhere else. Alright, so now I'm off to job number 2, which is literally like 30 seconds or like a minute away from where I work at right now. How convenient, eh? It's a good thing that I sorted out my living situation, because yo, check this out. It's only fucking October, dude. What the fuck? Dude, it's just so nice to have my own space. Couple years ago, I was in the same situation. Only difference is I was on the other side of the world. My dumbass thought it was a bright idea to spend the last $50 that I had left last night fucking partying and drinking. So today I'm left with nothing in a country where I don't know anyone. That's just traveling and life, man. Sometimes you're living la vida loca. Sometimes you're sleeping on a bench somewhere. I don't even stress about it anymore. Whatever happens, happens. It always seems to work out in the end. When life throws a combo at you, just fucking slip that shit, man. Work for the work! Man, I don't know. I wish I could talk about Chetwynd, but there's not much going on here. Besides the fact that it is the home to the International Chainsaw Carving Championships. Other than that, it's just another small town. What do you expect? I'ma use this time to chill and save up before everything picks up again. Or maybe go snowboarding for the first time. because what else is there to do in the winter? Alright, so sad news. Things didn't work out with the old lady. 2 days ago, when we were doing the daily report and the usual end of the day duties, I reminded her again about my trip to the Philippines and the upcoming planting season. We got into a disagreement because she said that if she would have known that I was staying only until spring, that she wouldn't have trained me to be the manager. But the first thing I told her was that I was a tree planter right from the beginning when we first met. And second, I didn't want to be a manager to begin with. And I told her that because what's the point of hiring someone to be a manager if they're only here short term, right? Though it was nice that I was sheltered for the past month or so, which I was very grateful for. However, I didn't get paid for the hours that I was working at the motel for the last month. So that kind of sucked. And to make things more complicated, she made me quit the restaurant job that I was working at. So now I'm in a very tight spot with no source of income and no place to stay. But you know that saying that goes, the universe works in mysterious ways? Well, damn right it does. Two beautiful souls came to my rescue, and once again, Chuck and Chuck saves the day. Good morning. What's up, y'all? Reporting live, Fort St. John. Weather's pretty good, not too chilly, and the weather forecast says it's gonna be a nice sunny day with a high chance of employment. So I'm on my way to print out a whole bunch of resumes and just keep shooting my shot at businesses. Got my daily dose of double right here. You know, I was hoping to have a really chill off season. Hop on EI, learn some salsa, save up for a trip to South America to showcase my salsa, get better with videography. But no, I'm always putting myself in these situations that put me back to level 1. But no more, man. Today's the day. Today's the day that everything changes. And mark my words, I will build one of the craziest campers out there. And I will drive it to South America and I will salsa, baby. I was way too optimistic yesterday. I was hoping that I would have had the same luck as I did back in Chetwynd, where I just pulled up somewhere and got hired on the spot. But that wasn't the case, which is cool because I ended up handing out all the resumes I printed out yesterday. So yeah, today I'm gonna print some more out and just keep shooting my shot. Ah, Toronto, as gloomy as ever. A city I once called home, and it still is. After spending a lot of time in the bush and living in small towns up north, it's really nice to be back in the city again, even if it's just for a brief moment. Alright, so I don't really have much time today. I gotta do some last minute things before I fly out of the country tonight, but I'm passing by one of the neighborhoods. I used to live here in Toronto, and it's a little trip down the memory lane for me. So this place used to be a vegan restaurant and one of the longest running ones in Toronto. I worked there for 7 years. 3 of them I was the kitchen manager. And I'm not sure if it's still the same guy that owns the building, but actually up there he used to run an Airbnb business. and once in a while he would let me stay and live up there to watch over it. Alright, so after half a day of running around Toronto trying to locate and get a hold of this damn casing, I would say it's mission accomplished. And that was really exhausting. So I will take a nap, and when I wake up, I'll finish the rest of my BC side quest tragedy story. Alright, so that was a pretty cool nap. And now for the last duty of the day. Alright, let's go, bud. Come on. Alright, to finish off my tales of misfortune up north and to close up this video entry. So those 2 tickets that I got from Chetwynd, which was the first aid level 1 and H2S Alive, actually got me an entry-level position in a scaffolding company. And yo dude, those guys that work in the oil fields or just the energy industry in general, they make a shit ton of money, man. Like a lot. But yeah, I got that job and I was laid off after 10 days because of shortage of work. Classic. But at least I was able to make enough to sustain myself for the next month. So yeah, after spending most of my days just gaming away, I just got really bored and I don't really like being stuck in one place for too long. So I came back to Toronto a week and a half before our trip, completely hopeless, super broke, with no money to do my own solo adventure stuff. I've accepted my fate. But then, with all hope lost, the traveling gods have come to my aid. One of my friends who runs his own home renovation business happened to have a job lined up the same time I was in Toronto. So he hired me for a little side quest. I got to see and spend some time with the homie and also make money at the same time. Like, yo, that's so dope, bro. Yo, yeah, eh? Jeez, too easy, bro. Oh yeah, I get to island hop and dive after all.